Big game today. Do not worry about me. I'm not on the pregame show. I've had a bout of an illness, but I managed to not fall down and hit my head, which is progress for me. As you guys know, I'm in front of a horse once again, and I'm really looking forward to this game, mostly because I think it's going to be a great gauge for the Texans' interior offensive line. The Texans are heavily favored in this game for good reason, but the Titans' defensive line are chock full of studs. All three of their starting defensive linemen are very good against the run. And if the Texans want to get to where they look like they should be on paper, you got to be able to handle those guys. You don't have to dominate them, but you can't get destroyed by Jeffrey Simmons and T'Vondre Sweat, especially. This would be a great game for the Texans to get their outside zone run game going because T'Vondre Sweat, as you can say here, shuts things down in the middle. He is a beast of a human being, but he has a harder time running laterally. And if you can get him running throughout the game, those big fellas start to wear down as time goes on. The other big opportunity for the Texans, as always, is with Nico Collins, but particularly against this Titans pass defense. They're the number one defense in the league in terms of yards allowed, but they've gotten really banged up in the secondary. They'll have three backups playing amongst their five main defensive backs today, and they play a boatload of zones. So when it comes to Nico on these skinny posts and glances and slants, I think you're going to see a whole lot of CJ getting rid of the ball almost blindly at times on rhythm and hopefully accurately to Nico Collins, and perhaps unleash one of those blessed deep shots. I am taking the under once again, partly because of this stealthily effective Titans defense, but it's also partly because I think this Texans pass rush is really going to get after it today. Over at BetUS, you can get a 150% bonus on your first deposit when you use the code YouTube150, 125% bonuses on your second and third deposits, all the way up to $2,000. Go check it out at betus.com. Use that promo code YouTube150. J.C. Latham, the left tackle in the first round pick, has been playing pretty well. The rest of these guys are a mess. They lost Cushenberry, their center. The right tackle has been a revolving door both in terms of the depth chart and actual play on the field. So Will Anderson and Danielle Hunter might be fighting each other respectfully and civilly, but fighting each other nonetheless to get over that right tackle position. And then the huge X factor here is obviously going to be Will Levis. Will Levis has shown improvement in these last two games that he's been back. Versus two good defenses in the Vikings and the Chargers, he's made smarter decisions. He's not doing so many mind-numbingly boneheaded, idiotic things. And yet, it's still in him. And a pass rush does strange things to a man. Strange things to a man. So if you take what Will Anderson did last year in just a handful of reps versus the Titans and extrapolate that outwards and upwards with Danielle Hunter added to the mix, mathematically it works out to like 29 sacks today. I won't be disappointed if it's less, but it should be a really good day for them.